Go. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, today in music theory we're going to be looking at how to improvise a blues song using the blues scale, which we started learning last class. I'm going to play the C blues scale for you. Your job will be to improvise over this track that I've made here. Your job will be to improvise a blues solo using the blues notes that we'll teach you right now. So the notes are C. Down here you can see on this musical typing classic electric piano setup. We have C, E flat, F, F sharp, G, B flat, and C. Okay. When you hear the blues scale going, you're going to hear three chords. Okay, if you hear this, it's called the sound, called the classic suitcase MK4. Right, that's what is called the one chord in C major, which is you have C, E, G, and then in blues we usually add a seventh note. So we have B flat as well. C, E, G, B flat equals the. Oh look, it even says up on the top. That's pretty sweet. Up here it says C7. Then up here, whenever we get to these four chords, you can see the little blips. Each blip is a chord. We have the F7 chord. Okay, the F7 chord is spelled F, A, C, and E flat, which is the fourth note. Right, C, D, E, F. The fourth chord in the C series, in the C scale. I'm rushing a little bit, so feel free to just review what you need to. Okay, but we've got C, E, and G is the one scale. Is the one chord. Plus a seventh. Then we go to F, A, C, E, flat. Then the final chord up here twice it happens in the blues scale. We have G, B, D, and F. Oh no. So we have G, B, D, F. That's called the 5-7 chord, right? Which is the fifth, starts on the fifth note of the C scale. So the blues scale is a series of notes you can use to sound good in all of those chords. Even though there's lots of different chords happening in our chord progression, okay, you can see very clearly that you'll hear in a minute that the notes of the blues scale will sound good no matter what. Now, I'm looking here. Okay, some just quick definitions we need to establish before we move on, right? A chord is two or more notes played at the same time. Chord changes are a group of chords played one after another. And our blues scale is a scale that uses the degrees 1, flat 3, 4, sharp 4, 5, flat 7, and 1, starting on any pitch, but today we're going to be starting on C. Can be used for improvisation or making up music on the spot. And just to clarify, to improvise music is to make it up instantly. Okay. Today we're going to be improvising music. So let's listen to this chord progression once, and then I'll do some improvisation, and I'll show you how you can record your own on top of this. All right. Let's count off. Okay, these are the 1-7 chords, right? And we have a 4 chord. Back to the 1 chord. This is the same progression that happens on Fordham blues too. 5 chord, 4 chord, back to the 1 chord. Okay, so that is our basic blues progression. A little hokey, but you know, hokey will do for time's sake today. Okay, so when you get this sound, these sounds, you'll get them as a MP3. Download it to the desktop and click it and drag it into your GarageBand workspace here. You won't see these shapes. These are just on my computer most likely, but you'll see a background track. I want you to play using C, E flat, F, F sharp, G, B flat, and C, a blues solo. I don't care if it's arrhythmic. I don't care if it's a little, if it's not your proudest music, let's just say. All I really want is for you to play using these blues notes. And I'm going to demonstrate what that might sound like right now. Okay. It helps to get your fingers in the correct keys before the notes start. Oops. I'm just making up. Okay, I messed up a little bit. I played some notes that were outside of the scale, but I tried my best to stick to these keys. I got a little too into it, and I played accidentally this note, which is not in the blues scale. So while it's not technically it's technically a wrong note, right, in terms of this assignment. So be careful. Try your best. When you're done recording, press stop like I just did. Go to share, export song to disk like this, and you can name it your name .mp3. Okay, save it as an MP3 and then save it to the desktop so you can easily upload it to the Google Classroom. Alright, when you're done, you'll press export. And it'll bounce, whatever that means. Basically, it goes over all the data. And you should see your project. Here's my project. And then you can upload this to the to the Google Classroom, which is how you'll earn your credit for today. All right, so good luck. Spend some time, have some fun. I'm going to be calling members up of the class one at a time, or about 6 at a time, for a separate music theory lesson, so I can kind of corner you all. Please don't wander around the room. Please try to stay diligent and use these computers for the musical typing purposes. Eventually, I'd like to be able to get all these computers hooked up to the keyboards that you see in the front of the room, but we don't have the right wires yet. Okay, good luck.